Hello everyone, hope everyone is doing great. In this episode we're going to learn about how we can troubleshoot our Linux operating system network, and then where you can find the IP address or IP version 4. We're going to troubleshoot how we can find IP version 4, how we can find IP version 6, and it should be very basic command for a network engineer, system engineer, and so on. It should be very easy. All right. The first thing that you need to do is that you have to make sure that all right, let's move on. The first command that you really need to know which IP address is inside your operating system, whether you're using Ubuntu, CentOS, Red Hat, or any types of Linux operating system you're using, this command should really work. IP address show. All right, as you look at in here, IP address shows, it gives you the IP address and there's a lot of link. As you look at in here, this is my IP address 10.0.2.15/24. so these are APIPA, these are loopback address. Don't go by this address. This is not 127.0.0.1/8 as loopback address. You don't have to accept this one as a loopback address. $.1 is also IP version 6 loopback address. So these are not the accurate address. If someone asking you what is your Linux operating system IP address, these are not the IP address. The exact IP address is, it is not the same as you have, but make sure that ENP0 is 3 as my network interface card. As you look at in here, status is app, and here it is app, mean this link is app. So the first thing you try to know about IP version 4, you have to get familiar with IP version 4. Okay, so, or I can say IP auth or IPA means IP address. This is the shortest way to say IP address. If I type IP address, as you can look at here, this is the IP address for me. You got it? This is the IP address. All right, so let's say, let me make it a little bit more specific. IP address show. This is a good command, I like it. Grab. Since you know the range of IP address 10.0. So as you look at in here, what I found in here, I found that it goes very specific. 10.0. You can see grab, like try to search for this specific range. But if I make it more specific, since I know the range, .2 IP address show, and you can say grab 10.0.2. Now let me clear this space and I want to run the same command again. If you look at in here, IP address show, grab 10.0.2. It directly jumped to that specific range. So now you know the Linux operating system IP address is 10.0.2.15, which is very, very, very good. Now there's another question as a network engineer, system engineer. Maybe you will receive an email. They will ask like, okay, what is your I can say, show me the IP address and then what is your default gateway. So for that purpose, you can say IP route. So you say IP route show. You got it? So now this is the default gateway for your computer. 10.0.2.2. As you look at here, my IP is 10.0.2.15, but your default gateway is 10.0.2.2. Clear? And this is how you can get the route information. If someone asking you about the DNS, what is your DNS IP or so on, I think the best way is to say cat command line, cat space etc resolve.conf. As you look at here, the DNS server is the loopback address, or this is the address of the DNS server assigned to your system. So if someone asking you that, are you able to ping, you can say ping, let's say google.com. As you look at here, I'm able to ping google.com. So How do you know? Because I receive ICMP echo and time to leave, and it is 0 packet loss. This is important. Keep your eyes on this one. If you can see 100% packet loss, means you are not connecting to the internet. For most of the time, as a Linux system admin or engineer, what I'm going to do, I would say IP address, show. So I found my IP address, and then IP route show. I found my router, and then what I'm going to do, I will say ping 10.2.10.0.2.2. So as you look at in here, I'm able to ping my gateway. It's a part of troubleshoot. First, you have to make sure that you're able to ping the gateway. Is it clear as well? Should be very, very precise, right? There's another command, see if it works. I will say ping -c, and I can say 5 and then 8.8.8.8. So as you look at in here, it shows for me 5 times for the gateway default, for the Google default DNS IP address. So means my computer is connected to internet. I have no issues at all. And then what am I supposed to do? What else you guys need it as a network engineer, or if you want to troubleshoot? Let's say ss-tulnp, enter. So what is this? This shows that which port your computer is listening. So these ports are, let's say it is, if you can see, status unknown, receive, send. Here is status, here is send, receive, local address, and these ports are, let's say it's a open port. There is another port, but this is how you can see that which port is open, which port is not open. Check open port installed by default on many system. These ports are installed by many system. So ss-tulnp. And if you want to troubleshoot the DNS, let's say the first thing is ns lookup. This is the important things. ns lookup, let's say google.com. As you look at in here, Google does come with a lot of IPs in here. So these are IP version 4, or these are IP version 6. Means this port is showing that this is your, if you remember, this is your DNS server, and this port is 53. The port is open in 53 or anything. This is how you can find. The other thing that I would definitely focus is let's say you assign an IP, right? This is how you can restart your network interface card using command line interface. systemctl, systemctl restart network manager. Ask for the root admin. Network manager. It should be network manager. There you go. But don't worry about my error, but this is how you can restart your network interface card. So there's another question that if you can ask, like, what is the Wi-Fi status, to make sure that which port is like the Wi-Fi status. Let's check the Wi-Fi status. Sadu, I will say dadu ufw status. So I need to type the root password. Okay, it's inactive, that's fine. So the ufw status inactive, status inactive. I just enabled the Wi-Fi. I just enabled the firewall. Before it was not. I just enabled the firewall in my Ubuntu or in my Linux operating system. This was missing. Then if I go to the status, as you look at in here, status active. What? The status active. My firewall is active, which is so good. And then what we're gonna do is sudo Wi-Fi. It's not Wi-Fi. sudo and then ufw. Let's go status and then verbose. As you look in here, login on, load, default deny, incoming, allow outgoing, disable route, new profile escape. So here's the thing. This is how you know about your Linux operating system firewall. Means it is it's called a guest firewall. Guest firewall. We have a host firewall. We have a guest firewall. What is host firewall? Host firewall is which is inside the system, and that's that. I don't want you guys to get confused. But in here, what I found that from my computer, from this Linux operating system to outside, there's no restriction. But if you look at in here, it said default deny incoming. So I said default deny. Anything come to this Linux operating system, it says deny. Allowed outgoing means it goes outside. Disable routed. So this is the information that I got from. It's very important. I just want to make sure. There's another command which definitely help you. Sudo firewall. That's cmd. Maybe if it help. If not, less dash all. Okay, I don't have this command, but you may use it in CentOS. Alright guys, so far we have covered a lot of things. Sudo ufw enable, I enable, it was disable, and then I check the status, it's enabled, and then I just want to make sure that what is the status of the what's the status of the firewall, and I try to see is there any restriction, because if you add any restriction, guys, let's say allow this and deny this one, allow from here to there, deny from here to there, from internal to external, from external to internal, from incoming to outgoing, from outgoing to incoming, you will see there will be more list. For me, since I recently installed this operating system, I don't have too much add and remove. Anyway, I don't want to eat up your time. I hope the information was very informative. If you think so, the only way to appreciate my work, subscribe, like, and video. If you have any question, comment down below. All right, have a good one, everyone.